happy Halloween from Runyon Properties, everyone. End of summer, SAMHAIN. So on Facebook last night, something popped up on my feed about the different ways of pronouncing that. So I have a hair in my mouth all of a sudden. See my lovely hair color that my hairdresser just did? I think I've changed it about 10 times in the last couple of years. I was red for 25 years and just thought I just would do something different, and I haven't been able to settle, but I think I might keep this for a while. I kind of like it. It's very different. Anyway, I was on Facebook last night and was trying to learn the different ways of pronouncing this word. I mean, depending on whether you're from Ireland or Britain or where you're from, or Wales or where you're from, it's pronounced different ways, but not a single one of those pronunciations was Samhain or Samhain or any way. It didn't look anything like the way it's spelled. So if anyone knows anything about that, I'd be interested in learning about that. But anyway, I wanted to take a minute out and strongly advise you, if you feel that you've been affected by COVID at all, to please get your application in the Indiana portal. It's imperative. It was open for a while, then it closed. Now it's been open again for the last couple weeks. I've private messaged a few of you. I've spoken with a few of you in person. I sent one of you a letter. I said, please do this. It doesn't take long. It's a short application process. It'll take you 10, 15 minutes out of your life. They'll give you a list of choices as to how you think you've been affected by COVID. The obvious one, obviously, is you've lost your job or your hours have been cut, but there's several other choices they give you. If they need supporting documentation from you, which they probably will, you don't have to provide that when you send the application in. Go ahead and get the application in, and they will ask you for the supporting documentation after. So it's through an organization called IHCDA, Indiana Housing something something, but you need to go to the website indianahousingnow.org, indianahousingnow.org, to apply. It's kind of a two-parter application process. You do the first part, then you wait a couple days and they'll send you an email and they'll say whether you've been approved or not. Then I do the second part. I have my own little packet that I fill out for you. When I fill out my end of it, you have to sign a little paper along with me. We both sign together. I scan it in, I send it in. We wait another few days, and then they'll say, hey, this is the amount that you've been approved for. Which leads me to my next point, okay? I've had 6 tenants apply for this program. One was denied because he already receives assistance through a program called HUD-VASH. He's a veteran, okay? So HUD-VASH. The other one we're waiting on. We don't know if she's been approved or not. And then I had 4 that have been approved, and all 4 of them were actually approved for the maximum amount. The maximum amount they're willing to dole out to you is $2,000. So for most people, that represents about 4 months' rent. But there's a lot of beauty in the system that they've created. You can be behind on rent or not to apply. You can have received an eviction letter or not to apply. Doesn't matter. Let's say you missed September and you're about to miss October. You can go ahead and state on the paperwork, I'd like September rent and October rent, and go ahead and shoot for the full $2,000 if you want. Like I said, all 4 tenants who applied for $2,000 got it. I'll give you an example. One of them, her rent is $550 a month. So obviously she shot over and above the maximum amount, but that's okay. They're going to be paying November, December, January, and February, $500, $500, $500, $500, and then she'll be responsible for the over and above $50 every month. So that's one real life example. I cannot tell you or dictate to you that you should apply for the max. That is up to you. The program technically is, as my father, Harley Runyon, would have said and has said many times, the program is for the needy, not the greedy. Dad said a lot of cute little things like that, but it's true. You should only be applying if you are in need. The first tenant that I sat down with and we were applying for the program, we had a big discussion about it. We were like, well, you know, she was working, she is working, she's a teacher, but still struggling. And I spoke with a couple people at IHCDA about it. I asked them, hey, should she just apply for a little bit? Would it hurt her to apply for the max? And I got 2 completely opposing pieces of advice on it. So I said to her, I can't tell you what to do. You need to just make a decision, make your choice. So she decided, yes, she's going to apply for the max, and that's what she did, and that's what she got, and so did the other 3 tenants who applied for the max. So we're happy about that. I think that's all I needed to tell you about that. Obviously, too, if you need my help with anything, you know how to get a hold of me. You can private message me or text me. Speaking about things like that, too, getting a hold of me, I do have a Runyon Properties YouTube channel that you can subscribe to if you want. I don't post a lot of videos to it, but every once in a while I do. You'll see a couple videos featuring Jimmy, and he's actually sitting right beside me. He's dozing. A couple videos about the estate sales that we held in previous years, and so on and so forth. It would just be more a favor to me. Like, I'll never have 50,000 subscribers. I'm just not that beautiful or that popular. But I don't know. It would just make me happy if you would do that. But other than that, you know how to get a hold of me. I do get calls now and then about vacancies. Baby, we've been full. We've been full since late spring, early summer. Things are rocking around here, and I do want to thank all of my tenants. Again, to use a hardly running word, profusely. Thank you so much for your faithfulness and making your rent a priority. When COVID hit us hard, I thought to myself, that's it. Runyon Properties is no more. But thank you to you, thanks to you, and of course to the people who helped me too, Dennis and Kathy and Reggie, and just everybody, and Rob, and everybody who's come to our service in the past year. Thank you to all of you that we are not going anywhere. God willing, we're not going anywhere. We walk by faith around here. I know you do as well. I have been told, and I keep reading, that the most challenging days of COVID are ahead of us here this fall, this winter. I wish all of you abundant health and happiness moving forward into the holidays. And Jimmy does too. Jimmy was just at the vet a couple days ago. He weighed in. He's a heckin' chonker. I don't know if you've ever seen about heckin' chonkers online, but there's this whole scale. If they start out with like a bony boy, and then there's a couple more gradations down to a fine boy is what you should be. He's like probably 3 or 4 gradations of overweight cat below that. So he's well into heckin' chonker territory. Probably at this point pretty close to load he comin' territory at 19.5 pounds. So we're working on that. His doctor, Dr. Clemente, who seems to be a very sweet man, is like, yeah, this metabolic formula dry food that I've had him on, it ain't working. So we're gonna slowly wean him off of that. I guess you're not supposed to abruptly change a cat's diet, but over the next weeks, we're gonna try to take him off of that dry food, and eventually the idea is to have him strictly on wet food. I don't know if even that will help. He, like his mom, we both like to eat. We're both eaters. We're part of the Clean Plate Club. So to put it lightly. But as Dr. Clemente says, the ultimate ideal cat diet is a ground up mouse in a blender every day. Don't ask me why there's no such thing as mouse flavored cat food. I don't know. Why is that? Why is there no mouse flavored cat food? So we wish you, like I said, abundant health. Try to get your mind off of COVID during the holiday season. Just have fun. I actually had a Thanksgiving in August. We might do that. We might make that an annual thing. My Aunt Mary came over, and the first thing she did was she fell on my porch. She's getting up there in years. She fell and her toenail came clean off, and she had to go to the ER. So poor Aunt Mary. That was her Thanksgiving with me. We hurried up and ate some turkey, and then she rushed off to the ER. And then this Thanksgiving, I've already been invited somewhere. My friend Lisa, who used to drive for me when I owned Taxi by Simone, she invited me for Thanksgiving. So I don't know what she has up her sleeve for me. I'm almost afraid to think about it. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking of bringing a side dish. So you tell me like what I should bring. Yeah, maybe Waldorf, maybe not Waldorf, maybe Waldorf solid, but maybe Watergate salad, a little pistachio, I don't know. Or maybe Been running into a lot of tasty desserts online lately, so maybe a dessert. I don't know. Happy Halloween, everyone, and if you need any help, hit me up, and I'll try to help you with the application process, but it's a pretty easy process. You probably shouldn't need me for anything. Have a wonderful, excellent night from Jimmy and Simone and Dennis and everyone here at Runyon Properties. We will talk to you soon. Bye for now.